Hello, Chive here, and I'm going to be showing you in this how to make this twisty raise. You saw it briefly in the introduction. It's pretty simple and easy to make, and all you need is some craft paper that I showed you. I get it in A3, so of course you need a pencil and ruler to measure it, and into a square you want a 15cm by 15cm square, and I'll write the materials and size below the video in the post, so for a reminder. You will also need a cotton bud. This may seem strange at the minute, but it'll become more clear when we get to the section. But any cotton bud will do. It doesn't, as long as it's not used, obviously. But you just need it for the middle bit. So if you've got something that's similar size in the middle, you can use anything. But I just found a cotton bud's the easiest because it's cheap. It's what I had lying around. But yeah, cotton bud. So to start off with, you get your square of paper, and we're going to fold it in half this way, so it's going to be a rectangle, and make sure all the lines match up, and you need to press down really hard on the crease. Do it a few times. So then you, with the sort of like that, and you need to open it up, turn it around, and then do it into another rectangle. So, and make sure it's all lined up. Take as long as you want to make sure it's lined up perfectly, because the neater your creases are, the more even your sections are, the easier it will be. So what I suggest is like pausing the video after each step and completing it. So see, like that. Then you unfold it again until you can see the creases. Now you need to flip the paper over. Sorry, you need to flip it over so the creases here are facing up from the table, so facing up like that. And then what you need to do is you need to fold it diagonally. And the reason that you fold it, you have to flip it over, will come clear in a minute, because the creases will be predetermined for the shape that we're going to make. Now at the minute, what we're making is what's called in origami a water balloon base. Apparently it's used a lot in origami, and it's the first step to two of the makes that I'm going to be showing you today. So yeah, there's my diagonal, and I'm going to unfold it, and then I'm going to do the same, so it's another diagonal on the opposites, like so. Press down the crease really hard. I might keep saying that, and I apologise. So then you have that. Now, holding it this direction, you're going to get the two corners, sort of fold it in half, sort of like that, and then push it inwards so it meets at the middle. So you get a sort of this sort of shape. That from the top and that from the bottom. Then you fold it in half so you get a triangle with two flaps on that side and two flaps on that side. And that there is your water balloon base. It's fairly simple. It's just 4 folds and it makes a triangle. But it's really important that you do it in those steps, because these folds will predetermine later on as well. So yeah, but yeah, that's your water balloon base. Now, starting with this, we're going to fold the tips upwards. So I'll do it and then I'll show you. So fold it like that, press down really hard. So then, you see that? What I've done is took the bottom flap and folded it up to the centre, to this centre line here, and creased it. And then you do the exact same on the other side. Like so. So you've got these are the backs, and this is the front, and you see the fold there and the fold there. and that's how it looks. Then we've got to fold the tips down to the bottom. So this tip is going to come down here. I'm going to do that on both sides. You see the fold? So that's the normal one that I've just done, and that's the one that I've just folded, and it's just folded down to the bottom. You do that on both sides of that bit. Crease it down. So that's what you've got. So now what you do is you're going to turn those into little squares, and the way you do that is you pull it out and you crease this one back and that one forward like that, and then you push it down. So I'll show you again. You take the bottom bit here, pull it back as you push it forward, so it's a sort of square, and then you crease it down. So then you've got two squares, if you can see that. Then we do the exact same thing on the other side to make the squares. So flip it over and we do the diagonal up. Diagonal up. So we're at that bit. Then we do the diagonal down and down on that side. So then you get that. Then you make the squares again. So then you're left with something that looks like that. You've got squares on both sides. Like I said, if I'm going too fast, then just simply let me know for a future video, or pause the video and catch up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to fold it down, so it's just like that, and crease it down, and do that on both sides, ensuring that this goes inside. So it's like that. And then you're going to flip it over and do the same on this side. So fold it down, crease it, and fold it down. Just like that. Then we're going to fold this downwards, horizontally. And what you want to do, just crease it and I'll show you. So you want to make sure it's all one straight line. So you just fold it down, so it's all one straight line. Crease it really well, because it's really important to crease this bit really well, more than the other ones, and then unfold it so it's back up here, but you need that crease. Sorry. Now what you've got to do is take this bit, so turn it over and take this bit and pull it towards the triangle, so you've got that. Then you go to the middle, so in this case, sorry, this is a little bit tricky. So take two fingers there and pull it back. So then you've got, oh no, sorry. Let me try that again. I'm trying to explain it, that's my problem. You know, you take that back, so those are stood up, those bits there, can you see that? Those bits there are stood up, and then you want these triangly bits, these bits here, I'm trying to show you in the camera, sort of in the middle. So you've got that sort of shape. Can you see that? So you've got, that's where the triangle is that you did the crease and then unfolded, and you just pulled that across so it's back against the triangle, and then you flattened the two flaps right at the back flat, so then you've left with this bumpy bit in the middle. and you have like two triangles at the top, two triangles at the bottom. I hope I've explained that well enough. Then using your fingers, you want to push into these triangle bits, and you want to spread it out. So I would start with one finger, push that in, and then spread it out. This bit doesn't want to spread out. So you spread it out, and then you need to flatten it. So that's why it won't spread out. There we go, and flatten it. And then across onto the other side, and I'll try to show you in the camera. So you put your fingers in, and then you spread it out, and then flatten like that. I hope you saw that clear enough on the camera. So then you've got that sort of shape. Looks really pretty. Right, then you need to flip it over, and you see there's the triangle. And you bring that into the middle, and then you take this edge, this edge, and you fold it over so it's a diagonal, and then you get an extra line down at the front. So flatten the table, fold it over so you get another line. So now you've got 3, if you can see that. And then you turn it around and you do the same on the other side, so you end up with 4 creases at the back. So you take the flap that's open, so this flap here, and then you fold it over this way. So then this edge is flat with this edge, and it makes another one in the middle. Because you did the creases when you did the water balloon base, that should be really simple. You just need to make sure you press it down really hard. So you're left with that. So yeah, that's what you've got. And then that is your rose to begin with. This is the really fun part, and I hope you can see it clearly. So you take the pointy bit facing out of the palm of your hand, and you put the back bit into the palm of your hand. So that bit, can you see how the back's supposed to look? It's sort of like a triangular twisty pattern. Goes into the palm of your hand, and that bit points out. Close your hand a little, just about so you're cupping the paper. Take 4 fingers and press one into each of these little these triangle bits. So you put one in each, and then slowly twist it around. Try not to constrict the paper with this hand. Just twist it round little by little, and then hold it still. And then it should sort of stick into place. And then you just keep taking your fingers out, readjusting them into the holes again, and then twist it further. And you keep doing that, and it might look a bit odd, but it'll look better in a moment. And you just keep doing that and hold it again for a little while until you think it's going to stay secure enough. And you can make the twist more tighter if you use tweezers, but I think I used my fingers on the last one, and I think it's tight enough. So yeah, and then you just let it go, and that's what it looks like at the minute. And this is where the cotton bud comes in, because if you look on there, you have about 8 petals around this pointy bit in the middle. What we're going to do is we're going to separate the outer petals, because they're all one behind each other. So you see there's the 4 inner petals there, and then you have your 4 outer petals. Using this, we're going to curl the outer petals outwards away from the centre of the rose. So there's my cotton bud, and I'm just going to stick it over the end of the paper and just roll it over with my 2 fingers. So then it's now curled. Can you see the curl? And we're going to do that for all of the outside petals. And don't worry if your rose starts to untwist, because you can just always retwist it back up once you finish the curling. The only reason why you curl before curling you twist before you curl the petals is because you can now see the petals. That's why. So just curling the outside petals. It shouldn't take long because there we go, I've curled my outside petals. You can see that. They're all curled. Now the inside 4 petals that stand up, you want to curl them towards the inside of the rose. So towards the inside. The cotton bud still. It's just the right size for this size paper, because you can make bigger ones and you can make smaller ones. And if you use bigger ones, I'd recommend like using kebab skewers and stuff. So it's unscrewed, twisted a little bit, so I'm just going to twist it up a little bit more. And that's perfectly fine. And there you have it. Blue rose. It's really pretty, it's really simple. I did it in 16 minutes and that's how you do it. And then it can go along with my purple rose that I made earlier. So it's really pretty. I hope you can see them very clearly. Yeah, so easy to make. It's a bit of remembering the folding, but I tried to explain it the best I could. If I haven't explained a certain part, just ask and I'll try and explain it better through text. But all you need is craft paper from anywhere, scissors, pencil and ruler to cut it to 15 centimetres by 15 centimetres, and some sort of curling object, like I used cotton bud, because every house is going to have a cotton bud. But that's about it. So that's all it is to make the origami rose. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you enjoy making an origami rose along with this video. And of course, like I suggested before, pause it and catch up and take your time. To say this is the second rose I've made. I've made this in 16 minutes. But for some people, you might want to take more time to do the creases and the curling and make it more prettier by jazzing it up a bit more. You could also, if you wanted to jazz up the origami, like decorate the edges of the rose. This is something I would do with like little gems that you can get from like pound shops and stuff, and I'm sure you can get them from Walmart. I'm not very big on American shops, but I'm sure you can get like little gems, and like you can get with Pritt stick and just like colour the ends and stuff. Or glitter. Glitter might make it pretty, like a dusting of glitter. That would be really pretty. And you can do it with any paper, so you can make all different types of roses, like striped paper or spotty, etc. You can have all different roses, not just plain coloured like mine. But yeah, so that's it. I hope you've enjoyed, and comment and let me know. So, bye.